I don't know, short story here from Tribal Jazzman Scholar. I had the image of a flea on the back of a gibbon, and there's a group of fleas that have collected, and they're looking at how the hairs on the gibbon do a sort of dance. Every once in a while they do this sort of rippling effect, and they're just totally captivated by the hairs on the gibbon, and they don't even know they're on a gibbon. And this happens whenever the gibbon does this amazing jump from branch to branch in which they do a full 360 and swoop around the branch. The hairs on the back make this swaying motion, and these fleas are captivated by that. And it just so happens one of the fleas one day, on a quiet day, the gibbon's resting, the flea makes its way off the back of the gibbon and crawls across the tree. And notwithstanding, that's not a good move if your sustenance is based on the dandruff of the gibbon. But in any case, let's just assume this was a breatharian flea and didn't need to eat anymore. But anyway, this breatharian flea got off the back of the gibbon and was looking at the world around itself, and then noticed the gibbon wake up and start swinging through the trees and doing these miraculous 360s, and desperately wanting to let its fellow fleas know that that amazing, mysterious movement of hairs, which is beautiful in and of itself, is nothing compared to observing a gibbon flipping through the trees. And the point I wanted to make was that perspective is often something we don't have until we get away from the thing that's so familiar to us. And then very often, so we may have an attitude that leads us to behave a certain way, and when we suddenly break the attitude or move away from the behavior, we suddenly see it in an entirely different light, and we see the limitation of it. And we often feel compelled to try to tell others who still maintain that attitude or that behavior. We want to try to enlighten them and bring them to a place of perhaps more wisdom. And because we feel the benefits, and we want that to share that with other people. So I imagine the flea making its way back onto the sleeping gibbon's back and trying to tell its friend, "You guys got to come with me. You got to check this out. This hair thing, this is nothing." And they're going, "Shh, quiet. We're watching the hairs of the gibbon. Stop interrupting." "No, you guys got to see. This hair is on the back of a humongous gibbon that's flipping through the tree. No, shh, stop talking. We want to watch the hairs. Just be quiet." So it's like, it's very hard to convince others. You kind of got to come to these things on your own. But we're often desperate to teach each other the things that we've learned. And I've done that with my own parents for a long time. I have an insight about something, and I got the insight by moving away from a way of being that I saw that they were like and that I was like. When I got away from it and got insight and perspective, I wanted to come back and I wanted to pull them away a little bit to give them perspective, and it doesn't work that way. It doesn't seem to work that way. We can just inspire by our example, and if someone's curious enough, they might ask or they might pursue it, but we're all on our own path. That's pretty evident to me. Tribal Jazzman Scholar signing off. Thanks. Steiner College, July 2011.